Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about 4 different spray-on, rinse-off ceramic sealants that I really like. The 4 that I'm going to be talking about are Nanoskin Supercharger, Sonax Spray and Seal, Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax, and Mother's Ceramic Spray and Rinse. So all 4 of these products are pretty similar. You just spray them onto a wet car and you rinse them off and you've got instant hydrophobics and protection, right? I'm going to highlight real quick a couple of the differences. So the 3 here that are on the right, the Sonax, the Meguiar's, and the Mother's, those are all ready to use products, right? Of those 3, Meguiar's is the only one that advertises a little bit of a different application method. So if you watch other videos on this, they mention how the first application should be a spray-on wipe off, right? So you spray it onto a wet car and then you just kind of dry the car, right? And that's your first application. And then after that, right, your future applications are spray-on, rinse off only, right? I've actually found that with all these types of products, they all benefit from that type of application, right? You spray on the first one, you wipe it off, right? And then your future applications, you just spray on and rinse off, right? So that is actually my preferred installation method for all these types of products, right? But those 3 on the right, they're all ready to use. This one here comes in a dilutable form. So the dilution ratio is 100 to 1. I mix it up in a spray bottle, and then, like I said, I do the first application as a spray-on, wipe-off, and then future are spray-on, rinse-off. So these test panels here in front of you, they all have 2 full applications, right? Using that same method. So the first application, I treat, everything, right? All these panels are clean, no protection on them at all. And then I spray it on wet, wipe it down, spray it on again, and then rinse it off. And then all these panels have been allowed to cure for almost 2 days, right? So first things first, I'm going to show you what the performance of a completely untreated panel looks like. So this is a completely, all these backsides are completely untreated, right? So water kind of pools on there, it just sits, no real repellency. It's running off a little bit just because there's a slight slope here, but anyway, I just wanted you to see that, right? So now we're going to flip it back over to the treated side. We'll start over here on the left with the Nanoskin. The Sonax. The Meguiar's, and the Mother's. Gonna switch to a mist here. Okay. Get a nice close-up view. So you got big beads and some smaller beads on the Nanoskin side. Seems to run off really nicely when you tilt the panel. Similar performance from the Sonax. Beads. Let's see how it runs off when we tilt the panel. Really, really nice beading from the Meguiar's. This Mother's is a brand new product. Let's do that again real quick. So I can tell you to my eyes, right, the best beading products are the Meguiars. Look at that nice, tight, round, small beads, right? I would say the Sonax is second, right? Third is the Nanoskin. And fourth is the Mothers, right? 3, 2, 1, 4. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. So now let's talk a little bit more about the price of these products, right? So this is the one that I use the most often because it's the cheapest, right? It may not be the best performer, you know, but it's close, right? It's real close, you know? When you buy this bottle here, this bottle costs about 40 bucks. It doesn't go on sale very often, but it's dilutable 100 to 1, so a gallon of usable product only costs you $1.25, right? This is non-dilutable. This is about 25 ounces, you know, 750 milliliters. And this costs, you know, anywhere from $20 to $25. It does sometimes go on sale for 17 or 18 bucks. This here, right? This normally costs, so this is a 26 ounce bottle, right? This normally costs anywhere from $22 to $23, right? I've seen it go on sale as low as 15 or 16. This is brand new, right? 16 ounces for $18. And to me, it's the worst performer. I think they really missed the mark, at least on the pricing. To me, that bottle should cost $10 to $12, right? So again, like I said, I use this one the most because it's just so darn cheap, right? After you dilute it, it's so cheap. This one's good. This one performs really good, I think. Not so great. Won't be buying this again. We'll do one more quick mist. Let you compare them for yourself. Look at the beading on the Meguiar side. So next for me, so I've compared these two products in another video. Both these products hold up to more than 30 washes, right? So the Nanoskin gave out at about 30 passes with a wash mitt. The Sonax was still going up at 40. I have not tested these two for wash resistance, so I will probably do another comparison of those. Washing them and just see how long they last. So anyway, guys, I hope this video is useful. I really like these kind of products, right? I like them because you can really coat the whole car easily. And with these types of products, right, you're spraying it all over the car, right? So you're getting all the little rubber seals, all the little nooks and crannies, right? You're getting that space, down to the base of the windshield where your windshield wipers are, that area that's really hard to get with a spray-on wipe-off coating or a traditional ceramic coating, right? You're getting all inside the grill. You can get the wheel wells, you can get the brake, your brake calipers. You can get all that stuff. All those areas, they're really hard to get your hands and your rags and stuff into. You can get all those areas really easily with a product like this, with a spray-on rinse-off sealant. So I really like using these. Whether or not you want to use them as a standalone product is totally up to you, right? I think some of these products, the Meguiars, right, are probably good enough to use as a standalone product, meaning that you have no other protection on the car. But how I like to use these, right, is to help maintain some other type of protection, right? So maybe you've already applied a spray-on wipe-off sealant, a Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, another product like that, right? One that's meant to last 6 months to a year. Maybe you've already applied that, right? And you're just using this to, fill in those little gaps, right? Those hard to reach areas, and then keep your protection topped up. So there's a lot of different ways to use this. It's really just kind of up to you how you use it, but I think these products are really good. I think they're really cost effective. Let me know what you think of these, please. If you've tried any of these out, If there's one that you like, if there's another type of product or another type of, another brand of these that you want to see, let me know. I have used Geon Wet Coat in the past. It's a great product. There's a reason it's so highly recommended, but it's pricey, it's expensive. And I don't really find it to be any better than the Supercharger, the Sonax, or the Meguiar's, right? I went through a full bottle of it, I think a 24 ounce bottle or whatever the middle size is, right? I went through a whole bottle of that. Made me fall in love with this type of product, but to me it's just not as cost effective, right? Why pay more when you can get similar performance from any of these three that are all cheaper? So anyway, let me know if you'd like to see more comparisons like this. These are fun to do, they're easy to do, and I'd be happy to do more of them. Have a great day and take care. Thanks for watching.